So I want to talk about transition and how challenging it can be, but also the tools that you need for yourself to support yourself in the transition. And I have been in one for several years, probably longer than that. And it's weirdly, coincidentally coincided with my menopause journey of perimenopause, which just literally was like a whole box of fireworks that went off at the same time, of not feeling good in myself and feeling mentally and physically challenged by everything unexpectedly, where it had never been the case before, being a strong, fit, bright, successful, multiple business, entrepreneurial woman and mother. And then hitting COVID. Now coming out of that, what I've been able to resource up with is just reparenting yourself. Takes some amazing resources to find, and I have found some incredible things for myself that are my non-negotiables every single day, which is to journal and do a Ho'oponopono practice every single day, which is of connection to your higher self. And then receiving permission to forgive yourself for everything that you could not possibly know or consciously or unconsciously understand, and let it go, heal it. Forgive yourself for the programs that you've projected out there onto others that you probably didn't even realize were causing why you felt so in suffering. And then clearing that by, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And repeating until you feel unity with your highest self and your human self. You as in spirit, man as in our earthly plane. And that has brought me so much more inner peace and stability to bring in every day where I'm not feeling stable. When you've had so much change at once, it is really hard to navigate. And also there might be so many things that you cannot control or cannot understand or cannot process without a huge amounts of support. And re-educating yourself. So the reparenting, the journaling, the Ho'oponopono, which leads me into another practice, which is then to tap into something I've worked with Louisa Havers on the Akashic record retrieval. So this is reconnecting with your soul and your soul's path and purpose, and then bringing that sort of deeper connection to yourself through the Akashic records, which is an incredible thing to look up if you've never heard of it, which is where you're connected to your truest wealth. And that has brought me into a place of being able to speak a ritual every morning, which is, once I'm connected, through 3 deep breaths of holding for 4, breathing in, holding for 4, breathing out for 8, breathing in for 4, holding for 4, and then breathing out for 8, and then visualizing a connection to this like beautiful blue pearl about 18 inches above your head. That is your soul chakra. So those of you who are connected to your chakras, the chakras are this incredible alignment, internal alignment process within that start at your root, sacral, moving up your power source, which is your solar plexus, then to your heart, throat, and third eye, vision, crown, and then there's outside of ourselves. So the stronger you can build those and notice where they're out of alignment and put them back in place, you are totally navigating your transitions better. So that's one other ritual that I do. And when I'm connected through, I then speaking to all levels of my consciousness. I'm setting the intention that in the name of divine truth, love and light, let all information come through my higher self and be in alignment with my highest self, for my highest good and the highest good of all. So it's like a sacred prayer. I'm creating a clear channel of communication and manifestation between my consciousness, subconscious, and higher self, so they are 100% connected and in perfect alignment with my highest path and purpose. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And just breathe all that in with grace and love for yourself, for your reconnection, unity to the energy of everybody that are conscious and unconscious in your stories, in your lives, in your world, and the world that you're creating and connecting deeply with, that you're only just beginning to touch into and connect into. But it's really, that's where the real nurturing comes from and the real insights come from. And then through that place, I also continue with obviously some other rituals, but they're super simple, and it takes me probably 10 minutes with the Akashic record work every day. But they make me feel amazing. And that's the truth of what we're doing here, helping yourself feel amazing so you can feel and bring more light, clear more shadow, be a truth talker, and be able to bring your talents to the fore to help change lives, to help bringing your real wealth and your worth, and then noticing when that isn't showing up. It's just more opportunity to clear, ho'opono it, realize you've got a program projecting out there that's stopping you from receiving, and working to your highest values so others can receive your highest value. So, and then a new edition, which I've been doing a 120-day process so far. I'm on my 100th, over 120 days, but I'm on my 20th day of a new project, new breath work practice. But I've done 3 different breath works through recently retraining to use them as a tool to tap into whenever I want. There's at least 34 breath works that I've learned through this teacher training program with Carolyn Cowan. This, I'm nearly, when I've completed my own self practices, take an exam, I'll be able to teach from that. But this tool work, you can tap in 3 minutes, 6 minutes, you can bring an incredible new alignment and new insights, and know exactly what you need to do, what actions you need to take. And I have to remind myself of these when I get really bombarded, really overwhelmed, especially through the massive hormone changes I've been going through as well. And that, I know I'm not alone, but then to have all your life change at the same time, it feels like a rug pulling process, especially when you've not been aware of certain things going on in the background. You then have a landslide and, on top of you that for me I hadn't been prepared for. So, doing your best you can, taking one certain step at a time until the next one reveals itself, and keeping yourself flowing forward where there's actions that need to be taken, because sometimes that becomes overwhelmingly stifling. And so going back to the breathwork practice, so that breathwork practice I'm currently doing Doshan Kira is a really strong practice, but you could do any practice that I'm doing in front of my vision board. I'll actually get this up for you. And I put, because I'm travelling, this our beautiful masseria, which is another thing that we built through empire building, I would say, with my ex-husband. And this process has actually, you know, taught me so much, but it's also, I've bought things that I travel with, like my incredible crystal that I absolutely love, and I set intentions with when I first bought it, because I felt very drawn to it. This is also very clarifying, and it causes great ascension as well. And then my heart healer crystal. I've put in front, I've had a candle burning, which I have a small travel candles, or just sticks, because they don't bring a lot of smoke. And then I have a vision board that I have completed at home, but put it on to a laptop. And I'm doing this breathwork mantra to that. And I've picked out one of my, or two of my most important goals through this next 40 days, things that I want to call in. And I also align all my vision boards with all the wealth corners, the highest feng shui sort of ethics and is it ethics? Anchors, so that they're in the right corners to bring in abundance. I've done this for 20 odd years, but then previously with a fashion designer, bringing that creativity and also mood boards and bringing sort of that flow and design element into them has really been something I've benefited through, and so wish to benefit others. So, you know, putting more practices together for helping others tap into tools and rituals and daily work on ourselves, and annual. This is like an annual board that can bring the greatest abundance. So I'm sharing all these tools. I've got a new website, ktm.co, where I'm going to be putting new things out there in the autumn. And as these things come in place, just stay connected. And I'm really, really happy to share some of the incredible empowerment tools that I've helped myself through this process. So honouring you, honouring myself, and wishing you an amazing, amazing holiday and day, wherever you are. And just remember to love yourself through whatever you're going through.